Casto are a world leader in the supply of CNC saws. I've travelled here to their head office in Milton Keynes today to meet with Ernst Wagner, who's going to talk to me about their products. So Ernst, we're at the Soaring Days event here at Casto. Why has this event been put on and what are you looking to achieve from it?
Yeah, we launched the Casto Win in June this year, so we had an open house event. The open house event was to launch the shoulder machine, and the Soaring Days is now an extension of the open house where we encourage middle management, even operators, to come and get to know the controls, the technology behind it, rather than just showing the machine.
So it's a very hands-on feel.
Yes, it's hands-on. We also have in our program some demonstrations where we want to teach people how to handle the tooling, how to set up the machine, what the coolant should be like, important operational details to make sure they get the best out of their investment.
The KASTOtec AC4 CNC Saw. Who would buy this type of machine?
The KASTOtec is the highest performance machine available in the marketplace, and it's been designed for the typically high alloy customer profiles: aerospace, oil and gas, energy, nuclear, anyone who's cutting and machining difficult to cut materials.
And there are various options to manufacturers in the marketplace. Casto is obviously one. Why would they go for this?
It's a good question because we're always being asked that, why buy Casto? For us, rather than giving all the soft benefits of being German manufacturer and all the professionalism around it, which everyone else will do, the reason for Casto is we have focused on the weakest link in sawing. The weakest link in sawing is vibration. We have managed and controlled vibration by design, number one, and by control intellect. So
you've controlled vibration. So what benefit would that then give the user?
The benefit in controlling vibration is that you will double the output capability of the machine. And I'm saying double because that's what we're achieving. To give you an example, to cut a typical Inconel 718 10-inch diameter will take you 2 hours to 2.25 hours using standard technology, be it Casto or any other brand. With the KASTOtec, we are able to do that in 1 hour or just under 1 hour. So we have halved the operational time, we've halved your operational cost, and that's where the saving comes from.
So how many installations of this machine would you have around the world?
We have recently looked at the UK. We have now been here in the UK for 12 years as Casto Limited, and we have sold 97 KASTOtec machines, which is the highest percentage of this machine worldwide based on the capita of the country. Because in the UK, aerospace high alloy material is a very, very successful market segment, and we have managed to introduce the machine, although at a very high price, or it's being conceived at a very high price, it's actually the lowest cost per cut machine, taking in the time saving into the mathematical equation.
And I'm interested in us talking about the control on the vibration. That doesn't just come from the control of the software, it comes from the design of the machine and the build of the machine as well, does it? Collectively, the two of them together?
Yes, very, very much so. We're very pleased generally when people ask us that kind of detail, because that's what makes the difference. The design is really where it starts. We have focused, as I said, on vibration. Now, what makes vibration is usually long components, having forces which are not perpendicular to the actual cutting action, having ball screw indexing, having patented back-off device on the machine. So there's many small things. Basically, it's short means sturdy. So we have designed it to make sure that anything that makes the machine move is sturdy. We're using a polymer concrete bowl, so it's like a modern equivalent to the old-fashioned cast iron, absorbing vibrations, just to mention a few.
Okay, and the control, is it your own control, developed by Casto?
Yes, everything is produced in-house. We are one stop shop, one source delivery, so everything from the design of the mechanical design to the electronics is all made and designed in-house by Casto. And of course, that's also important when you want the after-sales service and when you want to have the machines and systems looked after. We can manage it out of one hand, be it directly by modem link to the parent company or via our service department here in the UK.
And when we travel to events around Europe and the UK, you often win awards. That's obviously a good sign. Well, recently, what have you won?
We love awards, everyone does, and we have just last week, I think it was at the AMB in Stuttgart, we won the Maschinenmarkt Award for the most innovative machine, Casto Win, which was launched earlier this year in May at the 170th anniversary. But awards, we've also received multiple awards here in the UK. We got recently last year we got the IMHX Beta Award for design for safety, for material handling. We got the MWP Award for the best storage system a few years back. So awards is very much fortunate part of the Casto marketing and exposure.
So if you had to summarise, Ernst, why somebody should buy Casto machine in one sentence, what would that sentence be?
To stay competitive in now this global market, you need to focus on cost, right? Don't look at price. For years, people have looked at what's the cheapest machine, meaning what's the cheapest price I can buy. We will offer you the lowest cost per pick, the lowest cost per cut, purely by having the equipment available, which is performance focused and designed at the right price. So talk to Casto for cost per cut.